I don't usually do this, but the truth is the youth is corrupted by the top where the roof is. Got a pocket full of change all loose scent, probably because we walking through life without a blueprint. I put myself in the same shoes that you in, but why we stand still when the aim is all movement? Can't tell us nothing, we all knew. The volume is all off, like Chuck it, it's all mute. My mistake is that I was trusting in one truth, that I could do it myself, which is something you can't do. I knew I wanted to be somebody people could respect, but I also wanted to do what I wanted to do. My ambition was to be a musician, but I was told that wasn't a realistic or stable career. My name is Celso Flores III, and I'm enrolled at the Detroit Job Corps Center. I want to talk to you about what I did before Job Corps, what I'm learning now, and what I plan to do with my new perspective. In 2006, I was persuaded by my parents to enroll full-time at Eastern Michigan University. I chose English as a major so I could still pursue my desire to write music. I took a full-time job to support myself financially. A fellow student introduced me to marijuana and alcohol. We smoked and drank regularly, stopped attending classes, and working to support our habit became more important to me than education. When I smoked and drank, it gave me a sense of freedom from worry and responsibility. Perhaps because I was constantly in an altered state of mind, the first time I admitted to myself I lost focus was during a car ride home with my father for winter break. We had an artificial conversation about how school was going, but I was beginning to lose the respect for authority I once had. I felt like my girl was more concerned about my life than him. At least she called and visited. During that winter break, I had a huge altercation that changed my reality. My girlfriend Megan was pregnant and moving away. I felt disrespected that someone would take my woman and child from me. I vented my frustrations on Megan's family first, and then my father became involved. I lost control when he couldn't accept my point of view, and I remember feeling like a child being scalded. He struck me for my disrespect, which turned into a physical fight that landed me in jail. I felt isolated and confused while locked behind bars. I spent 2 nights crying randomly and becoming discouraged about my situation. However, when I returned to school awaiting trial, the stress of all that happened again made drugs my security from care. My mother-in-law pressed charges that could have landed me a year. Thanks to God, I wasn't convicted of any crime. Regardless, school was over now. Well, at least until next semester, but I never went back. Years passed with hardships that seemed unending. Megan had lost 2 babies before we had our first child, and when we had our second, I had no finances to help. I felt depressed to have accomplished so little when I had so much promise and so many opportunities. I heard about an undergrad that committed suicide the same year I chose to leave Eastern Michigan. Thinking about my life and his perspective inspired me to write. Nothing is absolute. This world seems after the proof. Spectacular magic, disastrous poof. We pollute smokestacks on top of the roof and seeping through the same lungs we breathing into. Nowadays, got a gun, don't need a salute. 21, I could die before I see 22. Reruns got us feeling like TV is cool, till we in the same spit that you see on the news. In the man's world, we learn everything up in school. In the real world, and the dang thing you can use. How was the youth surprised when you see us as fools? We were given a job when we needed the tools. To me, existence was a question without answer. That young man's life ended in death. My choice and privilege would be to live and thrive. I'd abandon all thoughts of success until my search for significance led to a number that would be like a lifeline to hope. Job Corps. It gave me new eyes. One of the first positive things I noticed about Job Corps is that I'm surrounded by leaders that have my best interest in mind. They truly look to guide me in the right direction while still giving me the autonomy to plan my own path. I've been supported and even encouraged to write music and poetry simply because that's something I like to do. I'm living independently again, but with the guidance I lacked at the university. I've also reestablished structure while attending Job Corps. Every day is utilized to develop a career plan or meet goals I've set for my future. I credit Job Corps with the fact that I'm reemployed, my first job in 2 years. They taught me how to communicate effectively and respond to authority in a way that maintains a professional demeanor. In my defining moment, Job Corps is helping me to define myself. I still want to be respected, but I've learned there's more than one measure of respect. I want to help people the way others have helped me and never gave up. I'm training to become a nurse. I've also learned that you should never stop dreaming. I will reapply to college and study diligently until I become a licensed physician. Job Corps gives me the means, the drive, and the courage to be successful. This Job Corps works, and it can work for you. Thank you.